Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Today's video is about how I make my rosemary water, and I'm gonna tell you how to make rosemary water, how to use rosemary water, and how you can preserve your rosemary water, because so many people are really confused about rosemary water, how to use it, how to make it, and how to keep rosemary water. And on top of that, people are really confused about dry rosemary and fresh rosemary, and they keep asking which one works better than the other and which one is which one can I use. Right here I have both. I have dry rosemary and fresh rosemary. Reason why I wanted to show you guys the difference so that you can know how fresh rosemary looks like and how dry rosemary looks like. That's why I came with both. I want you guys to see. And when it comes to the benefits, they are all the same. The difference between dry rosemary and fresh rosemary is the similarity. They all do the same job. They all deliver the same thing. There is no difference that the other one performs better than the other one. No, they all do the same. And you can prepare them the same way. The way you prepare the dry rosemary, it's the same way you prepare the fresh one. I have both, and I think you guys, you are seeing the difference between dry rosemary and fresh rosemary. The reason why most people prefer this dry rosemary, including me, is because when you buy this dry rosemary, it doesn't go bad at all. The leaves are already dry, so you don't need to worry about keeping it in the fridge or preserving it in a special way because it's already dry. You can keep it for a very long time and still use it. Personally, that's why I prefer buying this dry rosemary than the fresh rosemary. But when it comes to the performance, they are both the same thing. None is better than the other. You can use this fresh one or this dry one. It's up to you. It's your choice. The fresh rosemary, you cannot keep it for a very long time. Even when you keep it in the fridge, it will still go bad. So I prefer the dry one. But for this video, I'm gonna choose the dry rosemary because these green fresh leaves that you see here, they won't look green in the next coming 3 days. So I'm gonna use the fresh one for this video, and I hope you guys, you can now see the difference. It's only the look that it differs. This one is fresh, the other one is dry, but they will all boost hair growth. They will do the same thing. So the choice is yours, either to use the fresh rosemary or to use the dry rosemary. It's your choice. The one that you feel more comfortable with, it's the one that you should use. So you shouldn't be confused which one is more powerful than the other. They all do the same thing, and the way you prepare the fresh one, it's the same way you prepare the dry one. So I'm gonna use the fresh one. And if you choose to use the fresh rosemary, the first thing you need to do is to wash it. Make sure you wash it and make sure it's nice and clean. The dry one you don't have to, but this you have to wash it. And use distilled water if you have it, because it's the best. And if you don't have distilled water, then you can use filtered water. I'm not using the entire pack of my fresh rosemary because honestly, I don't want to make too much, which will end up over-sitting in my fridge. I just went in with few sticks as you saw me plucking them off, and there will be enough. Now that it's nice and clean, the next step is gonna be boiling this. When it comes to boiling, you can choose to first boil your water before adding your rosemary leaves in it, or you can just go ahead and put your rosemary into cold water and then start boiling immediately. And when boiling, make sure you cook it for about 15 to 20 minutes, not 5 minutes, because you need all the nutrients. So boil it for at least 20 minutes. When it's done cooking, turn the heat off and let it sit for about 3 to 4 hours and give it time to cool. You can use it after that, but I highly recommend that you keep it for overnight in the fridge. Personally, I let it sit in the fridge because I want to get more nutrients from the rosemary. So I leave it in the fridge for overnight. So you can do that, or you can just give it time for 4 hours or 3 hours and then go ahead and use it. But I highly recommend you should keep it overnight. So the next day I strain it and add it in my spray bottle. Now for the extra water, I keep it in the freezer, and when kept in the freezer, it can actually last even for a month. And the one in my spray bottle, please keep this in the fridge. Don't leave it out or keep it outside because it will go bad and you don't want to put or use this in your hair. But while in the fridge, it can only last for 1 to 2 weeks. It's that easy, guys. Easy to make, no stress at all. Some people add mint leaves, some add cinnamon, but this is all about personal preference. Next time I'm gonna try out any of those mint or cinnamon leaves because they are both great for hair growth, according to researchers actually. I love the smell of rosemary so much, but some people add those things just to get rid of the smell, but me, no, I love it. And that's the great thing about rosemary. You apply it in your hair and give it just a couple of minutes. It dries out and you won't hear any smell at all. Nothing. Rosemary is good enough on its own. It's so perfect with or without any escort. And how to use this in your hair. You can use rosemary every day. It's so safe to use every day. I use it every day, and you can use it even when you have braids. And please apply it on your scalp. You can also apply it on your hair length, but the benefit is on the scalp. Apply it directly to your scalp, and after that just go in with your oil, any oil of your choice, to seal it. That's how I use it, and rosemary water does not dry out your hair at all in case you are worried about dryness. Rosemary water is basically the most moisturizing spray or water for moisture, and it's better to apply it in the morning or in the evening, at least a couple of hours before you go to bed, just to make sure you give it time to dry out. So that's all for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sticking around, and see you soon.